नमस्ते सतस्ते देवे गंगावाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शुद्धवाणी आचार्य देशकारिणे हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेशारो महांता नमोस्तुते सप्तकांचन गौरी राधिकावनेश्वरी कृष्णवासुदेवी नमनामि हरिप्रिये महाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च Okay, the kids can go to this class. Okay. Will you read it up? Up to you. Sir, please come forward. Okay. So today's topic will be karma in that. So we learned this karma concept in the previous fourth session also. But however, this will be much more deeper and you will be amazed to understand how deep Bhagavad Gita is really. Okay? Yes. So we'll do recap. Okay? Four needs we saw. Physical need, emotional need, spiritual need, and psychological needs. Okay? We have two types of body. What are the common body as? Hair, subtle body, possible, mind. Yes. Okay, acronym for mind. Acronym for eight cognitive thoughts, never in present, deep distraction, restlessness. Okay. Three modes we have seen. What are the three modes? What is good? Some of them are okay. Goodness, passion, ignorance. So we saw three out of these three modes, which mode is a good mode? None of these, because every mode will bind us back to cycle of Balaji. Okay? Now how to get rid of these three modes is by surrendering and devotion service to Lord Krishna. Okay. Now how to acquire knowledge? There are three ways to acquire knowledge. Seeing is believing, guesswork and listening. Shabda. So Pratiksha Karma, Anman Karma and Shabda Karma. Okay. What is the word used to describe this world? Dukkhaya Asha. Okay. Next time I'll put in the slide. The one Divya contains Satya, Veda, Dwapara, Kali, which is 43 lakh 30,000 years. And the one day of Brahma is 1,000 such Divyas, and lifespan of Brahma is 311 trillion years. Okay? Yes. Now, we dedicate this presentation to His Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Now, during those days, 1970s, Russia was so communist country. I shared this earlier also. Now you will relish what I am sharing. So much so that the devotees were put behind bars. They will be put in jail and they will be beaten left and right. They will ask to write down that I will not practice Krishna consciousness anymore. That is the level of torture they will get. Second thing is, on top of it, the counselor, psychiatrist will come and inspect these devotees, and he has to write a false report that these Hare Krishna devotees are mad or they are cult or something like that. So they want to make a propaganda that this Hare Krishna is not a genuine or bona fide. In spite of that, just because one devotee, this Prabhupada preached in Russia, just one devotee only preached, that devotee made an entire revolution in Russia. As I shared you last time also, 2010, we had attended the Janmashtami, 8,000 plus devotees attended in Russia. Okay? This is the power of Prabhupada. Just because he preached, even in a godless country, see, communist means, first thing is there is no God. That's it. If you say you believe in God, you will put in God. Even in China, Prabhupada disciples are preaching. You know how much toughness Russia is much better compared to China. Okay? But even in China, the devotees are preaching because of Prabhupada. So we are all indebted to Prabhupada. Otherwise, no, we will not be understanding what is the karma. Okay? Purposefully, karma concepts are not put in the realism. So today we will understand. Okay? Yes. First thing is, since many of you started to attend this Gita course, at your home, at your office, or at your friend circle, some of you will be facing this problem. Arey, you are going to Islam classes, they will make you sannyasi, please don't go. Anyone facing this problem? One? Okay. Now there are the behind also. Okay. So, for you, I'll give a wonderful answer. Please hear this carefully. Okay? Yes. Now, until you are a brahmachari, before getting married, you have an option. Okay, you have an option to get married or enter brahmachari ashram. Now, after, let's say that once you get into marriage means that's it. You have your own duties, it should be done. Many people come to us are talking about, Rosie, enough of this family life, especially the spouses will come, enough of this lady or enough of this person. Please accept me. Okay? First of all, we don't take women into any sannyas. That's number one. Men only, men has a chance before marriage. After marriage, he doesn't have any chance. Okay? Now let's say hypothetical case, I assume that everyone is eligible, you are not married, but still you want to become sannyasi or full time in ISKCON. Okay. So, if you want to become full time in ISKCON, you have to approach me, then I have to approach Karthikeya Prabhu. Now, when I approach Karthikeya Prabhu, he has set of 10 questions, okay, which I will not describe you. He will ask me whether these candidates are having these qualities, whether he will ask. I'll tell you 100% confidently, I'll tell you, none of you sitting here has done any of the 10 qualities. Okay, so you can be 100% confident that my husband or my wife will become sannyasi, will never happen. Okay, that is much I will assure you. Okay, and second thing is, this sannyas business is not a simple upbringing. Okay, because many people, because of family problems, they want to become sannyas. Okay, even Krishna condemns in Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna is also feeling again this much money I have to become sannyas. Okay, so because of the problems when we renounce, what happens? When the problems become settled, then the sannyas will think again, I have better family life, I have wrong life like that. So it is as well as we become a Vidyachara. Okay, we become a pretender. That Krishna condemns. Don't become a pretender. Face the problem. Here you be, you face it. Okay. Once you settle your work, then like at the age of 60 or 75, you are still alive. Then they can be the good service. Okay. That is the problem. Now, yes, definition of good karma and bad karma. Okay. So that we can see now. Okay. Can you repeat after me? Just 1 second. Okay. Now, how do you define which is good karma and bad karma? Based on what? According to my opinion, scriptures. Because our opinion will change place to place, time to time, person to person. But in scriptures, they say as it is. Okay? One classic example I always give is a doctor was there, alcohol bottle was there, and doctor put two, three bombs in the bottle. Okay? A drunkard was there, a doctor was there. Within 20 minutes, all the bombs became dead. And doctor was saying, look at all the bombs. It is very, very injurious to your health. Whereas the drunkard said, it is very good for health. All the bombs in your stomach will get clean. Okay? Yes, this is how the representation will change. Okay? So that is the reason we should see only Shastra. Okay. Now, we will see the definition of karma. Can you repeat after me? Karmanoti api bodhavyam. Karmanoti api bodhavyam. Bodhavyam cha vikarmanadha. Akarmanascha bodhavyam. Dahana karmano gaditi. Now, we will read out one by one. There are three terms as mentioned. Okay? What is properly what action is? That is karma. Okay? Karma means not the everyday duty. Duty which is done with as per scriptures, which is good karma. Okay? Next is forbidden action, which is vikarma. What is vikarma? The easy way. Any idea? Sinful action is called vikarma. Forbidden actions. Okay? What is akarmaya? Okay, what is inaction here? Sorry, I will get the other way. What is inaction here? Doing nothing. It is called akarma, means doing action which has no reaction. Okay? Akarma means not being ideal. Okay? Now, let's say that you are supposed to work and you don't do any work, that also becomes a papa. Okay? For example, you have to take care of your family or something, duties there. That out of the problems or the things, if you don't take care, it becomes papa. Okay? It's not inaction. Inaction means akarma, doing an activity, but no reaction. Okay? Now I'll tell you why this akarma is very, very important. Many people do very, very good karma. Right? Now, when you do good karma, what happens with the good karma? What is the result of good karma? You get very good results, right? Very good results. For example, you will take brothers Queen Elizabeth, Aishwarya Rai, Sachin Tendulkar, Mahendra Singh Dhoni, Rajinikanth, things like that. It is very nice, no? What is the problem with that? They also, okay, another one? Rebirth, yes, they also have to go through the cycle of birth, go to college, go to school, study, become old, and then die. Okay, everyone has to go through. Now, in a simple way, you can go and eat a pani puri outside. This Rajnikant or this one, they cannot go and eat pani puri. Simple pani puri only, they cannot eat. Okay, it's as simple as that. So, doing good karma also not really good because you have to take birth. Anything, Papa, karma is no question. We will suffer a lot. We will cover whatever this one is there. Okay. Now, what is inaction? I will explain a bit more. Then we will understand more of this. Now, see what is inaction is. For example, everyone has to cook and eat, right? Is there anyone here who doesn't eat for 1 week together? I mean, no, I never eat and I will just live on the air like that. But there are people in the scriptures. Those people they lived underwater for 10,000 years without eating anything. There are devotees like Guru Maharaj. They took once in 3 days one breath. Okay, those people are there. Is there any people like that here? Okay, so everyone has to eat. Now these plants and vegetables which you pluck, cut, cook, they also have a life. Okay. Now when you are doing the cutting or cooking now, so many microorganisms is getting killed. Okay. Now law of karma is every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Now you pluck the vegetable and you should become the vegetable and that vegetable should become a human, they should not you. How nice it is. Isn't it? Okay. Now what is the solution? Okay. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that like last session we saw Krishna that is, you just offer me what I cook you. But offer me is Lord devotion. Okay. Once you offer to Krishna, what does Krishna does you know? All the karmic reactions he get it removed. And he gives us a wonderful Krishna. And that is the reason it is tasty. Second thing is no karma. Otherwise, all the carrots which you have eaten, all the cucumber you have eaten, you should become that. Okay, this is our karma. I like this is the real truth. I will not nowadays I will not polish. Okay, you are all being sincerely attending for so many sessions, so I will tell the real truth. Okay. Now, so okay, this is eating. Suppose I am going to office. How do I make it karma? Because office also, if you see your boss, that you are working for some people, your boss will not be very really proper person. Okay? If he misuses the money, if he does anything sinful, that karma also will also get because you are working for your boss. Okay? So now how to get rid of this karma also. Okay? So in various times, people do lots and lots of charity. Okay? Any idea how much percentage of their income they do the charity? Any guess? 10%? Any other guess? 40%? 70%? Okay. Yeah, 50%. So I will tell the correct answer. It is supposed to be 50%. Okay? I am not telling this to make you bad, but I am just giving a principle. Okay? Now, when 50% needs to be given for charity and donations, what happens is entire money, okay, whatever you are earning, 50% is going to charity or Krishna service. Now, whom do you really work for? 50% you are getting Krishna. That means whom do you really work for? Krishna only. Because you are not working for your boss, you are working for Krishna to get the money so that you can give it to Krishna. So when you work for Krishna, all the karmic reaction to the money also gets saved. Okay? You are free from the karma. That is the reason we request all the gangsters who have the earning capacity to donate some amount. It will not be 50%. Those days, in the earlier days, law, education, healthcare, these were free. Free means completely free. You don't have to pay even 1 rupee for your LKG. Okay? But nowadays you have to pay minimum 1 lakh for your LKG. Okay? That is how it has become complicated. So according to your capacity, you can still really control. Krishna does not see how much you deposit. Krishna sees what is your, how much you keep it with you and remaining how much has come in. That is what he sees. Basically your power. How much now you have more than it doesn't matter how much money. Okay? Simple today only Ashwin Vidya only Sudama gives no cheap price. How much cheap price? No is worth or value. But in return Krishna gave entire gold balance to Sudama. Okay? So he doesn't see how much you have, but he sees how much you are getting out of your pocket. Okay? That is your power. So this is how we can do akarma. Okay? Yes. Now, yes. Now we all have senses. Senses means we have to enjoy. So we have to eat, we have to go to office and many things. So if you want to enjoy your senses, not for the pleasure of the Lord, but Lord has made a provision. Sense gratification as advised by the Lord according to scripture, which is called Punya Karma or good karma. Okay? Now, if you go against the scriptures, like I don't care for what is there in the scriptures, then it becomes Papa. I'll give a simple example. Many people after teenage or 18 or 20, 25, the men or women, they would like to get married because of the sexual this one. So get married and legally get it, no sex gratification. But some people go against it and go to many nonsense things, many things they do, that becomes a Papa. Okay? That is what is the thing. Now, another one important thing which you should understand. If you do this sense for only for the pleasure of the Lord, that becomes bhakti or karma. Okay? Anything you do for the pleasure of the Lord, that becomes a karma. Even in marriage, you pray to the Lord that I want to get a nice children, that becomes a garbhadana samskar, that is the service of the Lord. Okay? Every activity you have for the pleasure of the Lord. It's not that difficult. When you do that, there is no karma and all your karmic reactions get finished. But if you don't do that, you will get good karma. Because of good karma, you will suffer in this world. Now, another very important fun fact you should know. Okay? Now, when you do some good karma, let's say you are doing some charity to someone. Now, that money, if it takes and misuses for some other purposes, then that Papa also, 1/6 of it you will get. Okay, I'll give a simple example. I was just a pastor from my college. One elderly man came looking for wedding, please give me something. So I had some 10 rupees and I gave him 10 rupees, assuming that he will go eat some idli or vada or something like that. So idli or dosa like that. So he took his 10 rupees. I was sitting in the bus only, I was watching him what is he doing. He went to nearby one shop, he purchased cigarette, and then in front of, like I was watching him and he was doing now, the worst part of it, 1/6 of that cigarette karma, I am going to get it. Okay? So after understanding this, I understood how much difficult it is. Okay? So you should be very careful where you are donating, what purpose you are donating. Because if they misuse it, 1/6 of that karma, you are going to get it. Free, buy one get one free. That's it. Okay? Yes. That is the reason always good karma is also very, very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Only akarma is free from danger and free from problems. Okay? Now, that is the reason we don't say good karma is good, bad karma is also, both karmas are bad. That is what we say. Okay? Yes. Now, yes. Now, let's say we did lot of good karma and bad karma. Ideally, if you want to get rid of this kind of burden, both your good karma and bad karma should become zero. Zero means you cannot nullify each other. Oh, I will do some good karma and I will do some bad karma. And they will not nullify each other. Both should become zero. That means you should have enjoyed your good karma, you should have completed suffering on bad karma. Then only you are eligible to take the cycle of another. You can go back to spiritual world. Since it is not there, so what happens? We go through happy birthday bodies immediately based on good karma, bad karma. So this we saw in the previous session. Dalaja Lakshani, Snana Lakshani, Premayo Prasantyaga, Akshina Dashana, Trisha Lakshani Pajavaga, Chatu Lakshani Mahavish. There are 9 lakh species living in the water. Okay. Recently I was seeing Nat Geo, right? Yeah, they show that they found some previous elements underwater. This below, like some below 3 kilometers, 3 kilometers depth only they reach. Okay, so but our scriptures are very precise. 9 lakh species are there. They are finding one or two more. That's it. But today 9 lakh species are there. Similarly, 20 lakh star is there, and 10 lakh, 11 lakh insects and reptiles, and 10 lakh birds, and 30 lakh, this water birds are there. That is the animals, and then 4 lakh human species. Okay, totally if you add together 84 lakh. Okay, so we based on our good karma and bad karma, we have 84 lakhs of bodies are waiting for us to take birth. Okay, so 84 different species of bodies there. Now you may think that okay, we are getting punished for what we are doing and things like that. But actually, I tell you, it's not a punishment, it's a blessing. Now, for example, somebody is like to eat, always eating. You might have seen some people like that. Now, the Prakriti or the living nature will think that, hey, human body is meant for spiritual inquiry. You want to eat and eat and eat, no problem, become elephant. Okay? Every day morning one time food, afternoon one time food, evening one time food, enjoy. That is what Prakriti is. Similarly, some people are addicted to sensual activities. Okay? Then Prakriti will you become pigeon. So they do it every 2-3 hours, you enjoy your life. Okay? So it may seem like punishment, but actually the Prakriti is awarding us based on our consciousness. Similarly, some people are addicted to meat eating. Okay? Then Prakriti will decide, hey, why in the human form you want to taste? I give nice claw, nice teeth, you can draw it, become a tiger, become a disc. Okay? This is how Prakriti awards based on our consciousness. Okay? If we have a human consciousness, we get a human outcome. Otherwise, if we have animal consciousness, next slide, we become animal. Okay? This is the. Now, we will see the shloka, then we will understand the shloka. Now we are getting into the crux of the session. Aprarita palam bhutam dijam palonukam vimaneva praniyate Vishnu bhakti karmanam. So, I will explain this shloka in an easy way. Then you can read the translation. Translation also is very difficult to understand. Yes. To understand this shloka, we have noticed the flowchart. Okay? Anybody comes to our session for the first time, and something is in a Gita course pravachana or software coding class. Okay? But this is how complicated this topic is. So, we have discussed in the previous time itself. Our karma reactions are like a seeds. Okay? This many seeds will come immediately. Within 5 days, you will see the result. Similarly, coriander seeds will come immediately. But if you put a mango seed, how much time will take? 15-20 years. Okay? Similarly, I have given a classic example. Dhritarashtra, in his previous 50 lifetimes back, he was a hunter. Okay? And he was aiming at a bird and it flew away. Okay? So in the next 100 birders are there and he killed out of frustration and he killed all of them and placing through theirs. So at this lifetime he was asking why my 100 sons are dying like that. To Krishna he was asking. And Krishna told 50 lifetime back you are a hunter. Out of frustration he killed the birders in the nest So the amount of authority the father has to go through, you are supposed to go through. Now, question here, 50 lifetimes, 50 lifetimes already is something, why you have to punish it now? Okay? Then Krishna gave the answer, Arey, Dhritarashtra, you are a hunter. You don't have enough good karma also to beget children. So 50 lifetimes people waiting, means karma is waiting for you to beget children. So after 50 lifetimes you accumulated good karma, good karma, good karma, then you have a very good karma to beget 100 children. Then that karma which is waiting for you manifested now. You are able to get it. So some karma will come immediately, some karma will come very late based on the situations and conditions. Is that clear? Okay. So that is called aprarabdha and prarabdha. Okay. When we do a karma, when we do any activity, we get a prarabdha and aprarabdha. I will explain what is prarabdha, then we come to aprarabdha. This strengthens our please be awake, please be attentive. It's very important. Okay? Yes. Now, what is prarabdha is whatever is fixed in our life now. Okay? Have you decided where you will take birth, which parents? Have you decided? Okay. Have you chosen your children? Who's my children? Did you choose? Okay. I'll tell you third thing. You may think that you have chosen your spouses, but that is also prarabdha. Okay? Yes. So that is also no choice. You are chosen, it may look like you are chosen, but that is also prarabdha. Okay? Yes. Similarly, the bodily appearance, we will not change. Okay? And amount of money which you can earn this life, that is also fixed. Okay? These four majority of things are fixed, that is not prarabdha. So to give a simple example, see, spiritual and mature people will understand, this is my prarabdha, I need not have to endeavor too much. But nowadays, people want to their, this color, body appearance, many people are feeling inferior. Like even for men, there is a dream nowadays. What is that? Fair and handsome, right? Okay. Yes. And so much advertised about black things like that. I don't know why people have to feel inferiority with respect to black color or any other color. If you see, our Lord Shamsundara is black. Okay? In Vrindavan, the ladies are black, pure black. Okay? And the most beautiful lady Draupadi, she is black. Okay? So, black is not a color of discrimination or ugly things like that. They were most beautiful. In one time in Africa, ISKCON has established a new color. Okay? In that black ATM Krishna was there and Ashtashatis were there. And these African people, they always question something new comes in, they come. So they come and question. So they came and asked our temple people, what is this deities all about and things like that. They explained this is Krishna and this is Radharani and Ashtashatis. So then, do you have any problem like that? They asked. Then these African people told, no, we don't have any problem. One black boy is having so many white girls friends, it is very good. Okay, so that is what they are. But actually, the point is, Lord Krishna himself is black. What is the problem? What is the problem of here being black? Spiritually mature person will understand. Another important thing is, please note this down very carefully. The amount of money which you are destined to earn, nobody can remove one penny from that. Suppose you are supposed to earn 1 lakh in this lifetime, nobody can remove 1 rupee from that. And the funny part is, even how much ever you endeavor, you cannot earn 1 rupee more than 1 lakh dollars. Okay? Yes, the amount of money which you are going to earn is fixed. Okay? So spiritually mature person will understand all these things. So this prarabdha is fixed. Okay? Whatever happening in our life is fixed. But still, there is aprarabdha which is yet to come. Okay? Now, what happens? Then some people does something simple. We will take an example of alcohol loading. Okay? So in alcohol loading, what he does, when he does the papa, so what happens? He does a simple action, then he has a put-out. Put-out means a simple inclination will be there from day one. For example, you might have seen in the school days, I was studying in my 8th standard, there are some 2-3 kids will be there. They used to be smoking, drinking alcohol, they will be slightly improved from the normal path. Like that also you might have seen. So that why it is happening? Because they have a simple disposition or simple inclination from day one. Okay? Now, even if they take other birth again, they will have the same simple disposition again. Now, when they have this simple inclination or disposition, when they walk in the road, now we see every corner of the restaurant there is a wine shop. So they see the board, this wine, that wine, Madhuloka also is there nowadays. So Madhuloka is there keeping. Okay? So they are keeping this wine, that wine. When they see that, they get triggered. When they get triggered, what happens? They will desire, oh, I want to enjoy that. When they have a desire, what happens? Krishna as a Paramatma, he will sanction based on the karma predict. Because of that, they will again do the simple action. And when they do the simple action, then they will be more inclined to drink alcohol. Since they are more inclined to drink alcohol, they will have more simple disposition and simple desire, and this cycle will keep on going lifetime after lifetime, not this lifetime. Okay? Lifetime after lifetime, they will be like this. To give an example, I have two examples. I have my maid in my previous house. Her husband was alcoholic. Okay? Every day morning the office used to call him, please come to office. But that fellow, 9 o'clock sharp, he will go to the wine shop and he will drink. He had 3 kids and his wife was earning in the household chores and that money also he snatches and go to alcohol. Okay? So I requested him. I know this philosophy, but still I requested him and tried to him that no, why don't you are a good no family man, you should take care of the family. Okay? But still he couldn't listen. It is so happened that his liver got damaged and then he went to his native because furthermore nothing he can do. That is how it has become. Okay? So lifetime after lifetime, what happens? People do Baba because of that simple inclination they will have, then they will have desire and they commit simple action. This cycle, everyone is stuck. Okay? To give an example, please watch this video. By the way, don't mistake the kid, just an example. Okay? Yes. The video is watching. So, you need to understand, this is called the simple disposition. Okay? Even at the young age, people have such a simple disposition that they want to enjoy. Okay? This is how people will be stuck. Lifetime after lifetime. You able to get the problem now? Okay? So this infinite cycle they stuck. Now, how to get rid of? That is a part of discussion. Now, one question will come. What is it? We are good people. We don't drink alcohol. We don't smoke. We are teetotalers. We don't have any problem. For you, next 5 years. For you, all of us. Okay? How long you like gossip? Be truthful. Good. Here is category. Next time you can at least, when we gossip, at least this we should run in your mind. Okay? Yes. Assume 2 people are gossiping. Mr. A, Mr. B. Okay? A and B. Okay. Now the B is coming and telling to A that you know what has really happened. Okay? That is where it starts. Okay? And you know nowadays gossip becomes so much so that I think more this much only, please tell more. That is how eager we are. Whenever gossip is happening. So A is there, B is there. Now B is coming and telling about C. That you know what the C did, like that is happening. So A is hearing and B is telling. Usually in gossip what happens? They amplify. They amplify so much so that 100% it will not be truthful. Only something like 5 to 10% only truthful, 100% is not truthful. Because it is not truthful, what happens? They are amplifying and telling negative about the C. What happens? 50%, some percentage of bad karma of C, they both will get, B and A will get. Okay? Suppose somebody is coming and gossiping about someone else, that person's some percentage of bad karma, both B and A will get. Now, B, the person who is telling the gossip is much safer, the person who is hearing the gossip is in much worse condition. You know why? Because When A is hearing about B, okay, you are telling about that person that he is doing so and so things. What will happen in your mind? Alright, you are also like that. Okay, when he thinks about like that, then some percentage of that amount B also will get. Okay, so buy one get two free. Okay, this is how the gossip works. Now, when the gossip works like that, we also go through this problem. We also like to hear gossip. We will not decide to hear gossip. We becoming papa, we gossip, we do this. You able to get the point? Day one onwards, we are all starting this problem. Okay? This is one example. Okay. We all have anger. Is there any moody sitting here? I never get angry. Okay, we all have anger. And we are all, like I said, for example, we watch, we keep Rasagulla, Snesha, and very special sweet dish that we keep here. Is there anyone who will see, oh, they are air, water, fire, air, you can sit in here? Will you, are you in a question to see that? No. That means we are also addicted to lust, greed, anger, and pride, envy. This is Sankta Salve. So in the movie scenes, we get sensual things, right? Sensual things. No, those days, very rarely it comes, nowadays it is coming so frequently. So when you see them, do you see the hero heroines? Oh, air to water, fire, air, coming in the beach, and do you see? Right? We don't see that. We are not able to see the picture because we are lusty. We are disturbed. That shows that we are in this cycle. Okay? No one is free from this cycle. If you would have been free, you would not be sitting here at all. It is as simple as that. Okay? Since we are in this lust, greed, anger, envy, pride, illusion, and this one, we are stuck in this cycle forever. This is how Balavan is binding us in this again and again and again. So many millions of lifetimes we have taken in this earth. We have seen this earth so many lifetimes. So many times we have seen Bangalore. As in so many times you have seen Indiranagar also. Okay? So many lifetimes you have seen, but only this is not remember. That's it. But we have been stuck in this cycle again and again so many lifetimes. Now, see what is the solution? Okay? Now we need the translation. There are different stages of normal reactions to sinful activities to be observed in the sinful life. Sinful reaction may be just waiting to take effect. Reaction may be still further dormant, hooked up, or the reaction may be in a seed-like state, bija. In any case, all types of sinful reaction are vanquished one after another if a person engages in the devotional service of Lord Vishnu. Okay? Now, devotional service is mentioned. What is devotional service? Okay? Here also it is mentioned the same. Only, okay. Now, okay, sorry, I will come to that. So this is there. Okay. Now, one important concept I will explain, then I will explain the shloka. We all know, have you heard of Srimad Bhagavatam? How many of you heard of Srimad Bhagavatam? Okay. Srimad Bhagavatam is a conversation between who and who? Sukadeva Goswami and Parikshit Maharaj. Okay. Who is Parikshit Maharaj? Who is Abhishek Bachchan's father? Everyone knows. Okay. Parikshit Maharaj? So, son of Abhimanyu, grandson of Arjuna. Okay? Yes, Parikshit Maharaj. Okay? Who is Sukadeva Goswami? Son of Vyasa. Okay? These people know these facts. Okay? Nowadays, our Sanatana Dharma, people are not at all aware of many other things. Please notice. So, it is a conversation between Sukadeva Goswami and Parikshit Maharaj. So, I am reading the third canto. Sorry, not third canto. First canto I am reading, third canto I finished. So, fourth canto I am studying. In the fifth canto, this entire 14 planetary systems is described. And towards the end of the fifth canto, Sukadeva Goswami is describing to Parikshit Maharaj, oh Parikshit, you know I described about the hellish planets. Okay? So in the hellish planet, whatever the human tandoori, whatever we see, like people, whatever punishment, whatever sinful activities we do, whatever punishment is waiting. For example, you uh, you kill an animal, let's say, those animals will be waiting there and they will be ready to kill you. Okay? And some animals, you might have killed by suffocation and other things. So what happens? So we will get a very little ask. Only after going to tell, okay, don't worry, I'll not make you so much today. Just 2 minutes, okay? Rest of the session will be very nice. Okay? So I'm speaking a face to face and all of you, don't worry. Yes. Suppose we commit some sin and we go to hell. So many people say, we have read what punishment will get, how will you feel the pain, things like that. Okay? Moment we go to hell, we will be given a new body. Okay? Suitable for the punishment. Okay? Suppose some animal we kill, those animals will be waiting and we will have a body, our skin will be made of rubber kind of a thing. And when they will come and tear and eat us, it will expand with this. And we will have enormous pain. And just before that, we will be released again. Okay? And this is how pain will be getting. And the skin will be like the skin of a baby, how tender, soft. That type of skin will get and will be pushed like anything. So all this wonderful description Shukadeva Goswami was saying to Parishit Maharaj. Now Parishit Maharaj is not a simple person. When he heard that, he was terrified. Oh Shukadeva Goswami, what is this? So many people have to suffer this simple reaction. Please tell a upaya, please tell a way so that people can escape like that. Now Shukadeva Goswami want to tell the solution. How we can avoid that simple reaction in the end. Okay. So any intelligent person, first option they will give a slightly lower inferior option, then they will give the best option. Because people will think that they give the best option the first time itself, people will like really work and things like that. So first option Shukadeva Goswami, inferior option he gave. The option is, please note, you want to avoid the punishment in the hell? Okay, I'll give you these options. For every sin, there is a prayasaka. For example, you did something to this someone, you do this prayasaka, you will be away from the sinful punishment. Similarly, for this sin, there is a prayasaka. For this sin, there is a prayasaka. Like that, we have list of prayasaka. You do all this prayasaka so that you can be avoided from the suffering in the hell. Okay? Now you should all tell me why this is inferior. We all get the sin. Shukadeva Goswami is giving a list. You do this prayasaka, you can avoid hell. Tell me why it is inferior. Alright? We have done so much sin. Okay. We don't have time. We don't have time to complete the prayasaka. Yes, we will be repeatedly doing. We will be repeatedly doing. Yes, we will. Samskaras will not go. Okay. Yeah, we both got the point very nicely. See, many people answer this question also. Balaji, I don't know what sin I have done. Then only I know what is Rajasthan. Okay, so that is first problem. Second problem, assume that I know, we know all my sins and we give a practice also. And people don't have time to perform as Balaji like this. Third thing is, even after doing Rajasthan, still your simple desire will be taken. Okay? For example, this skill you take. Even I went to hell also for this. But even after coming here, that simple inclination is there. He don't want to give up. Okay? So what happens? Similarly, you see many thieves are caught. They are put in the bus. But even after coming out, what they are doing? Okay, they don't want to think of it. Right? So you will be punished. Still, you will come and do the same mistake again. So it is like you have taken bath, but you are again putting the dirt again. Okay? So Parishit Maharaj is so intelligent. Oh, Gurudev, what you are saying is not correct. People will get rid of these reactions, but they will come it again. What is the use of your prasita? Okay? Then Shukadeva Goswami gave this solution. Only a rare person who has adopted complete unalloyed devotional service to Krishna can uproot the weeds of sinful actions with no possibility that they will revive. He can do this simply by discharging devotional service, just as the sun can immediately dissipate fog by its rays. Okay? By doing devotional service, we can get rid of all the sinful desires. Now I will give an example to this. Before that, one small concept will cover. Now, Prabhuji, previous talk also, one engages in the devotional service of Lord Vishnu. Here also, devotional service. I इतना time devotional service, devotional service. What is devotional service? Okay? Then just next shloka you see. Next chapter here is here. Right? Devotional service beginning with chanting of the holy name of the Lord is the ultimate religious principle for the living entity in the human society. What is that? Devotional service begins with what? Chanting. Loud again. Okay? Do you understand why they request everyone to chant? Okay? Why my throat is suffers and give you all you are chanting? Okay, why don't how many of you chanting when you wander out every day? Okay. Few hands which are not raised. Please, today is Akshay Tritiya. Most auspicious day to start chanting. Okay? Yes, please start chanting so that you can avoid all the punishment with that. Okay? Now, I give a wonderful example how this chanting process has changed the life. Okay? Now, Karthik Guru used to give a class for youth people also. So one day, one youth came to Karthik Guru's class and asked him, like, I want to see what you guys are doing. Then he asked, why you have come and things like that. See, I had a roommate who was addicted to drug and alcohol, but after attending your sessions, he gave up everything. And I want to really know what is really happened there. You're really teaching something like that. Now, same class only he takes for the youth class also. We never cover you give up drinking, give up alcohol, and things like that. So we never take that. Just by taking the devotional service, chanting the holy name of Krishna, people become purified, they will give up. On the contrary, I have a relative who was alcohol addict, and he went to the rehabilitation center. He was there in the rehabilitation center for 6 months. Just 1 month he was okay. After 1 month again, he went to eat drinking alcohol, and he so much so that he lies in the street unconsciously. So much so. But 6 months he was in rehabilitation center. But anyone who takes this process of devotional service, which is chanting, they are able to give up just like that. Okay? To give another example, when Prabhupada started preaching in America, the hippies only were there. They were drug addicts and woman conquerors. They change partner every day, they drink alcohol left and right, they eat meat and things like that. Without any rehabilitation center, they will give up drug very easily, just like that. They don't need any rehabilitation center. This is the power of devotional service. Because of that, they are able to completely remove their sinful desire and inclination so that they won't pop up again. Okay? This is the power of chanting. Yes. Therefore, it is understood that one easily relieved from all sinful reactions by chanting the holy names of the Lord. Okay? One example I can give you is Ajamila, for example, was extremely sinful, but while dying, he dearly chanted the holy name, and although calling his son, he achieved complete liberation because he remembered the name of Narayana. This is the power of chanting. Okay? Yes? Now, understanding all these things, we should lead a responsible life. Okay? Can we repeat after me? Ishavasham idam sarvam yakkincha jagadyam jagat tena tena bhujita madhurata srisudhanam. Any mother can translate. This is shloka from Ishyo Upanishad. This is one of the Upanishad. There, here it is told that everything ultimate, everything in this universe is controlled over by the Lord, everything belongs to the Lord. So, it should be used under the quota properly. For example, like killing animals, eating animals is not as per the scriptures. We should follow as per the scriptures. So in any country organization, we have laws. Laws should be followed, that is the scriptures. So reading scriptures and following them is utmost essential so that we can get rid of no karma or akarma. But if you do it by neglecting it, we commit lots of Sundays. So lots of sin. And many people, they have many concordant rituals. Some people say, Balaji, I don't need knowledge on Sunday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday, okay? And as if Lord Yamaraja and everyone takes leave on Sunday, Monday, okay? Please understand, anything which you do, there are four, what do you call in English? Observers. You know, they take care of whatever you are doing. Sun, they see, moon can see, Paramatma in your heart is a witness, and Chitta Dukkha. Okay? Dukkha means your secret. All your secret, Chitta Dukkha knows. Okay? So he takes notes of all this one, and when he goes to tell, no, they play a wonderful playback of the video. You cannot say that, hey, because of the situation, I was forced into this. You cannot say. They will show the video and put it. Okay? Yes. So look at this. This is what you have to. Okay? So we cannot escape. Yes. Now, if you are not able to apply, yes, everything is service of the Lord, still we are being accommodated in our passage. Now, I will just dwell on the four pillars of simple life, then we will go for the discussion. Okay? So, what happens? Just start of Kali Yuga. Kali was there and he was attacking the cow, bull. Okay? So, Parishit Maharaj took a sword and tried to kill Kali. And then Kali told, oh Parishit, I am also a resident of your citizen. Please give me some places to stay. Then Parishit Maharaj gave more places. Wherever meat eating is there, you go and stay. Second, wherever gambling is there, you go and stay. Wherever prostitution is happening, you go and stay. Wherever alcohol, drug addicts, means intoxication is there, you go and stay. So these four places he gave permission. Okay? So this is there in the shloka. Dyutam, Panam, Striyaka, Suna. Okay? Dyutam means gambling, Panam means drinking, Striyaka is prostitution, and Suna is animal killing. So these places, if you see, they are the highest hypocritic places. People, lots and lots of harm happens because of these four things. Now when we do all these things, these are the after effects. One of the things I explained, okay? Suppose you are interested in intoxication. You are drinking alcohol and you are like to drink alcohol. What they will do is, they will tie you very tightly, you cannot escape. Hot, molten copper will be poured in your mouth. Okay? This is the punishment we get. Now, if you are addicted to illicit sex, you are forced to embrace the woman or beautiful body which is made out of molten copper and gold. Okay? They will be looking very beautiful, but you are not doing it. Okay? So, and you cannot escape. You cannot escape at all. They will try to be because they keep you very tight. So, these are the punishment which is there in the okay, Balaji, picture it's not there, whether if you think, I have one real life video, one devotee has undergone, he has personally seen Yamadukas, and he was in the verge of death, and because he did one devotional service, one small devotional service he did, not even like he did not attend the first service. One small help he did to one sadhu, because of that he was saved. Okay? Then he escaped the Yamadukas and he became devotee. Until that time he was not a devotee. Just after seeing Yamadukas, he became devotee. Sometimes Yamadukas also preach very nice, to be honest. Okay? Yes. So, we have to suffer. Okay? Now, some people will be very intelligent. They say, Prabhuji, I don't kill anyone. I just eat anyone. That's it. I don't kill. Okay? So for them, this is the thing. Any sinful actions, there are 6 people involved. All 6 people will share same karma. Okay? The person who gives permission for the killing, the person who kills, the person who helps, person who purchases the meat, person who cooks the flesh, and person who eats it, all six of them will get one sixth of their karma. Okay? If you are brilliant, Lord is more brilliant. Okay? If you are trying to be a cheater, Lord is a biggest cheater. Okay? One day, my mentor had a relative, he maintained a farm, poultry farm. Okay? And the chickens were growing and things like that. And my mentor asked him, why are you giving this innocent advice? And he was like, he was telling, no, 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 these chickens come as a babies and we maintain them. Okay? As if after maintaining, you will not give it to anyone. Okay? Yes? So, everyone will make the karma. See, the worst part of this karma, let's say we kill an animal, that chicken has to become a human and we should become a chicken. That is a karmic reaction. So, we becoming chicken is very fast, but the chicken has to become human is very, very, very slow. You have to wait for many, many lifetimes to wait till the chicken becomes human. Okay? Then you become a chicken, that human will pass. Okay? That is how the karmic reactions are. Okay? Yes. Now, enough of this. I will give an good picture. Okay? Now, question is right? Okay, itna so much karma I have done. Prabhuji, is there any way this lifetime I can finish it off? Is there any shortcut available so that I can finish this lifetime? Okay? For this, Lord is giving His grace. Can you repeat after me? Buddhi to jamati bha. Buddhi sukaduskrute. Tasma yoga yujasva. Yoga karma sukaushana. ये भगवती के प्रेरणा online engage in devotion service raise themselves of both women and men. They work actually for yoga, which is the art of power. What Krishna is doing, man get rid of both good and bad reaction even in this lifetime. You can get rid of your both interest, bad, good and bad karma even in this lifetime. Therefore, strive for yoga, which is bhakti yoga. Okay. Now, here also is mentioned, although not having fully realized Krishna, you will not be perfect. Okay? But a person who even once surrendered completely unto his lotus feet will become attracted to his name, which is chanting, for qualities, pastimes are completely free from all sinful reaction. Okay? They have accepted the true method of atonement. Even in dreams, such surrendered souls do not see Yamaraja or his outer carriers who are making through the ropes to bind the sinful. Congratulations to all of you. You will not see Yamaraj. Very happy with this, Okay? Yes. But that doesn't mean that, hey, Prabhuji, what a wonderful option this is. Tomorrow onwards, I will eat non-veg and eat it and chant 1 hour of Hare Krishna. Will it really work? Future will it work? It's a good no. You do whatever nonsense you want to do, night. Nobody will see. Okay? When you do like that, you will get 10 times the reaction. Okay? For example, police officer, like a responsible person does something wrong, he will be punished in 10 times. So anything we do in the name of devotional service, we will get 10 times punishment. So be careful not to do it. Okay? Yes. Yes. Then devotional service beginning with the chanting. Okay? Now when it comes to chanting, why it is stressed again and again? Yes? It is mentioned, this shloka is very nice shloka, I will repeat after me. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Kevalam, Adho Nasteva, Nasteva, Nasti Eva, So, if you see in this Kali Yuga, even you don't want to do any sin, still you are forced to do sinful activities. For example, as a manager in a company, you have to fire some people. Because your boss is telling you to fire, you cannot avoid, you have to fire. Okay? So you will say you cannot avoid. You all want to be sinful, but your course to be simple, right? Similarly, you are driving your car, by mistake you would have hit an animal or something would have happened. So you don't want to commit sin, but by mistake you would have done it. So this area of moral and hypocrisy, there is no other way, there is no other way, there is no other way other than chanting of the religion of the Lord. Okay? This is not a printing mistake. This is the stress to understand that how tough is to be, how important is to chant the holy name of the Lord. Now, in the sixth chapter of that Srimad Bhagavatam, Emerald gives a description of how wonderful is chanting of the holy name of the Lord. Because it is a real dharma of human being. Just see how Ajahn was delivered. Even it is improperly pronounced, it is very effective. Okay? And mind is absorbed in rituals and dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Still it will work. And chanters and devotees are not in my jurisdiction, even if they commit sinful activities. So Emerald is telling that even if they chant the holy name of Krishna, they don't come under my jurisdiction. Okay? And he tells that don't approach devotees through his Emerald. Never approach devotees. Okay? And whom to bring? Who was persons who are unconcerned with Lord Vishnu, you bring them. Okay? That is how he concludes. And another thing is, most auspicious thing that Sukadeva Goswami concludes is the most auspicious thing, purifying potency, and devotees never again take to any other sinful activities, and Yamadukas for them devotees means hatred. They will not cut. Okay? Now, out of so many names of chanting, we have chosen this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Right? I'll tell you why this Hare Krishna Mahamantra is very powerful. See, please understand, we have mountain Everest of sin. We don't have like one mountain, this much is not there. Mountain Everest is there. Okay? If mountain Everest has to be clear, we should be chanting more and more, meaning powerful mantra. Okay? Now, you all know Vishnu Sahasranam, Sri Rama Rama Ramati, Rame Rama Manodane, Sahasranama Bhaktavya, Rama Rama. One Sahasranam, Vishnu Sahasranam will take 30 minutes for everyone to listen. Now, when we chant 3 times Rama is equal to 1000 names of Vishnu. So many things we are clearing by just by chanting 3 times Rama. This is the proof for 3 times Lord. Okay, this is already there. Okay, the Krishna's name. Yes, Krishna's name is there. Sahasranam Punyana, 3 Avidyatu Yogapala, Ekadatyatu Krishnasya, Namayipanam Prayachati. That is achieved by chanting 1000 names of Vishnu, 3 times the holy name of Lord Rama, but same can be attained by 1 time of Krishna. Okay? In Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, so 4 Krishna is there, 4 Rama is there. Okay? 1 Vishnu Sahasranama and 4 Vishnu Sahasranama. 5 Vishnu Sahasranama is done by just chanting 1 time Hare Krishna Mahamantra. That is the reason we stress again and again. It's not a imposition. Hare is white and red fellows, Islam fellows means Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Okay? These fellows has no other brain effect anything. But this is the reason we tell that 1 time chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra is 5 Vishnu Sahasranama and 108 means you have done 540 Vishnu Sahasranama in 15 minutes. How much wonderful it is. And Kali Yuga we don't have time. We need shortcut because we have mountain Everest, but we have only 20-30 years ahead. And that also we are not sure. Okay? Some of us are in 50, 60, some of us are in 30, 40. We don't know how much time is left on us. So, this is the shortcut, purifying, and most powerful. Okay? Yes. Now, as we mentioned, every session we do a group activity. Please listen to activity. How did you come to Bhakti? Okay? Can you share any past incidents? May God upon our volunteers. So, how can you share any past incidents that shows that you are an inclination towards Bhakti from childhood? Okay? This is the circle, we'll discuss, and then we'll have your conclusion. First, 2 groups can be made. Rajesh could be 8 You can give that.